organisms. Microorganisms, friend or foe. This is what the microorganisms we are going to know today. They cannot be seen with our naked eyes, but you know they are found everywhere around us. They are found everywhere around us. They are the smallest and simplest organism. They are very small and the simplest organism because they are mostly unicellular. They are mostly unicellular and microscopic. They are unicellular and microscopic and also microscopic. They are of different shapes and different sizes. They are of different shapes and sizes. You know, they are found everywhere, in soil, in air, in water, even in the mouth of volcanoes, polar regions, deserts, everywhere they are found. But they remain there till that they get favorable condition to grow their number or to increase their number. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about this unique organism. Really they are unique and their number, if you are knowing, their number is more than human beings on this planet. More than that. Even in this room, number of organisms, these microorganisms are a lot, maybe millions of microorganisms present here. But they are not seen as they are tiny and they can be seen under microscope. Nowhere else. Means if you wish to see with your naked eye, not possible. They can be of single cell or they can be of multi cells. So if single cellular structure means unicellular, and if more than one cell structure, it means multicellular. So let us know about this unique organisms. They are divided into 5 groups. Bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoans and viruses. These 4, bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoans, they grow anywhere. But these viruses can grow only when they go inside the living cells of plants or animals and even bacteria. They can grow even inside the bacteria. They are the tiniest one. These organisms are the tiniest one. So first we are going to know about this bacteria. What is this bacteria? Like other organisms, this bacteria is also well defined with the help of microscope. But its structure is very simple. You know, its structure is very simple. Very simple. It has no membrane bounded nucleus. You cannot see their nucleus membrane bounded. Why? Because nuclear material is scattered in the cytoplasm. Scattered. So they are, you can say that, not well defined. Their structure is not well defined. These are bacteria. They are unicellular animals. And they may be of different shapes and different sizes. On the basis of their shapes and sizes, they are of different types. They may be spherical. Spherical bacteria are called cocci. They may be rod shaped. And this rod shaped bacteria is called bacilli. What they are called? They are called bacilli. The third type, according to their shape, the third type is spirilla. They are spirilla and their shape is spiral. Their shape is spiral like this. And the fourth one is Vibrio. Vibrio means what? Just like comma shaped. Means when you cut this spiral shape, no, it seems they will become like comma. This shape. So according to the shape, bacteria is divided into 4 types. They are spherical, they are rod shaped, spiral and vibrio. Spherical is simple, spherical in shape. Rod shaped is just like this, a bit longitudinal shape. This is what the rod shaped bacteria. So accordingly they are named. According to their structure, they are given name. So we can say they are of 4 types according to their shapes. Bacteria are harmful as well as useful also. There are some bacteria who are very useful for us. There are some bacteria which are useful for us. For example, Lactobacillus and Rhizobium. You know this Lactobacillus? This Lactobacillus is actually probiotic. They are found in curd, means yogurt, and they are responsible for increasing good bacteria in our body. Good bacteria in our body. So they are responsible for the growth of good bacteria. So they are very useful for us. Rhizobium. You must have learned in class 7 that this Rhizobium bacteria is found in the root nodules of leguminous plant. Means what? Pulses plant. Means what? Pulses plant. And what they do? They convert atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogen compound. They convert atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen compound, which is essential for the growth and development of plants. Very much essential for the growth and development of plants, like how much we need protein for our proper growth and development. Next, let us talk about harmful bacteria. Let us talk about harmful bacteria. There are so many harmful bacteria, and many diseases are caused due to this bacteria, and you must be knowing those diseases. They are tuberculosis, diarrhea, food poisoning and diphtheria. These are the common diseases which are caused due to this harmful bacteria. You know, this tuberculosis is caused due to the name of this tuberculosis bacteria is Mycobacterium. What is the name of this bacteria is? Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Diphtheria. This diphtheria is called just because of
Corynebacteria diphtheria. It is called Corynebacteria diphtheria.
Food poisoning, it is Clostridium botulinum. Clostridium botulinum. The name of the bacteria which causes food poisoning is Clostridium botulinum. Now, what do we know about what is the bacteria's name of cholera? The name of the bacteria which causes cholera is Vibrio cholera. Is what? Vibrio cholera. So they are harmful bacteria. They are harmful bacteria which causes these harmful diseases. And if these diseases are not well treated on time, death may occur. So this is all about bacteria. Today I am going to explain this much in my video, microorganisms, and the first type of microorganisms, that is bacteria. In my next video, I am going to make you understand about fungi, algae, protozoans and viruses. So please like this video and write comment if you like it. Thank you very much.